All right, you're here for the Airdrop Alpha, so let's start off with a surprise airdrop announcement from Avail. So just earlier today, without really any warning or any lead up to this, they dropped a claim link for the Avail token. Now, I'm gonna warn you right now, the website is not working, so every time I try to actually check my eligibility and claim, it just glitches. Now, in case you don't know, Avail is another data availability project, so it's an infrastructure token, and then in terms of the eligibility criteria, there's actually a lot of ways that you could have qualified for this airdrop. So aside from being a developer, if you used their incentivized testnet, then you'll get an allocation. Then if you were just a user of several different Ethereum L2 rollups, including Arbitrum, Optimism, Polygon ZK EVM, Starknet, and ZK Sync Era with high activity, that's all they say, high activity. They don't actually give any specifics on what that means and what the exact criteria were to qualify. But if you were a user of any of these networks, I recommend when the website is actually back up and working again, you go and check your eligibility. In my Discord, a lot of people were coming up with eligibility claims for Avail tokens ranging from maybe a couple of hundred at the low end all the way up to several thousand at the high end for people that were super active on these networks. And then aside from that, if you are a Polygon proof of stake staker, you stake the Matic tokens, there's an allocation for that. And then finally, community contributors. For example, if you were a creator, I'm pretty sure I'm not getting anything for this. However, it looks like actually the largest category of all of these airdrops is the roll-up users with 380 million total tokens allocated to that segment of the airdrop. All the rest of them are significantly smaller. So congratulations to everybody that is eligible for this surprise airdrop on a Thursday. This honestly is my favorite type of airdrop where they don't even tell you a specific date. You just wake up one day and you're eligible for some free money. Now we just need this website to start working again and we'll be good to go. All right, next up, let's talk about the Puff token airdrop saga. So it looks like the staking for the potions and vials in phase 2 is done. They've taken the snapshot and the potions are going to be mintable tomorrow, and then there's going to be those airdrops. So previously I was under the impression that if you staked the Puff tokens, you would be receiving an airdrop of METH, and if you staked METH, you would be receiving an airdrop of the Puff tokens. But it looks like everybody that's staked, regardless of which token, is getting Puff. So there's 22.2 million Puff coming for people that staked via the vials, and 22.2 million for people that staked via the potions. And also, you are going to be airdropped, or you're going to be able to mint a potion and a vial, which are soul-bound NFTs. And if you recall, collecting as many of these as possible at every phase of this airdrop campaign is going to lead to more and more benefits at the end of it. So this is only phase 2. There's going to be 4 more phases, and the more of these soul-bound NFTs that you can collect, the better off you'll be. Anyways, if you visit the alchemy table now, you'll see that the staking has concluded. There is an option to unstake, so you can get your assets back if you want to. I still have them in here, and honestly, what I'm planning on doing is leaving them in until after I actually mint and receive the airdrops, because I'm just kind of curious what the next phase is going to be. I don't really have anything else that I'm going to do with my Puff tokens for the next day or two anyways, so I don't mind leaving them in here. You never know what this team is cooking up and whether or not there's going to be some additional benefits for people that didn't immediately unstake and then sell or something like that. All right, let's move now to another major announcement from today, which is that now you can sign up to participate in the next leg of the Linea Voyage, aka the Surge. Now, I have mixed feelings about this one. Actually, no, not even that mixed. Honestly, my feelings are pretty negative on this. But I am still planning on participating because I have committed so much time, energy, and honestly capital to farming the previous rounds of the Linea airdrop campaign that I feel like it would be crazy for me to stop now. Anyways, in order to actually sign up and participate in the Surge, you need an invite code. So if you want to use mine, that would be great and help out the channel. And then in terms of what this campaign is actually going to be, it's a bit different from their previous campaigns. So this one is only focused on increasing liquidity within the Linea ecosystem. It's going to run for 6 months, or until they reach 3 billion in total TVL. So we can only hope that it actually gets cut short quickly if the price of crypto increases a lot, or if a lot of people bridge in and participate in this campaign. Now, like I had mentioned previously in 1 or 2 of my other videos, people that deposited 0.1 ETH or more into liquidity pools or into DeFi apps within the Linea ecosystem are receiving an early adopter multiplier. And this is going way back as well. So even if you've had 0.1 ETH or more in LP since like last year, that's still going to count. Then another important point is that the token they're distributing for this campaign is LXP-L. So it's actually not the same as the LXP that you got from the Linea Park or the other quest line that they had on Intract last year. They have hinted that this liquidity token is going to be not worth one-to-one parity with LXP. This campaign is going to be front-loaded, so every month that the campaign continues, the amount of new issuance of LXPL is going to decrease by 10%. You don't need to do proof of humanity to participate in this round of it. And then there's referrals, bonuses for inviting people. And finally, they have a system where they're going to try to incentivize people to provide specific assets on specific types of platforms. So the dashboard for this is also broken right now. A lot of people are spamming the Linea Surge site. So just like with the Avail airdrop claim, I guess you'll just have to keep checking periodically and see if it's back up. Earlier today, I was able to actually log in and put my name down to participate in this. And then just in terms of my actual thoughts on this, obviously, I'm sick of the Linea campaigns. I'm ready for it to be over. I think that this one in particular is going to heavily favor whales because it looks like it's going to be actually a linear distribution of the LXPL token. There's no point in trying to Sybil this because they've literally confirmed here that $1 locked in LP is going to equate to a certain amount of LXPL. So if you put it all in one wallet or spread it out across multiple wallets, it's not going to actually make a difference. They've got some fancy formulas for figuring out how many points you're going to get, but what it boils down to is the more money you have to allocate to this, the more LXPL you're going to get. So it will favor whales. It will also favor influencers, people that are able to get lots of referrals because there's a multiplier effect for that. And then if you have a small amount of capital, I would say it's probably not even actually going to be really all that worth it to participate. If you have less than 0.1 ETH, you're probably not going to get a whole lot out of this campaign. And what my hope for this is that it's going to be a separate allocation of the Linea token, separate from the actual LXP, that they're still going to actually give a solid allocation for all of the majority of users that have been doing their different quests and tasks over the last, feels like multiple years, but I guess it's only been a few months since they actually launched their milking campaigns. And if this liquidity campaign is going to massively dilute their other experience points campaigns, I feel like most users are going to FUD the token, sell immediately, and never use the network again. So I hope they understand what they're doing here. All right, let's move now to another airdrop that you can claim today, which is the Merl token from Merlin Chain. So if you were staking and participating in the Merlin Seal airdrop campaign, you can collect a portion of your airdrop, 20%, and it looks like the remainder of it is going to be distributed on a monthly vesting schedule. Now, I didn't actually participate in the actual stake to earn points campaign. However, another way that you could qualify for some Merl is by using the People's Launchpad. And if you earned an allocation of the Merl token by staking your ally inscriptions on the People's Launchpad, we'll be able to claim those allocations soon. So I did get a very, very small allocation with this wallet here. All right, next up, I wanted to give a quick update on the Picasso restaking for Solana. So this Solana restaking project launched a couple of months ago, and I've had more than a few people at this point comment asking me if there's any updates. So basically the TLDR is you can unstake and withdraw your assets at any time. However, if you do, you'll lose 80% of the points and rewards that you've accumulated up until this point. Otherwise, if you want to keep your assets on the platform and earn the full amount of the rewards that you've been collecting, the campaign is still running and they're actually moving into season 2 soon. All right, next up. BounceBit is going to be the first project to launch on Binance's MegaDrop platform. So this is a new token launch platform that comes with airdrops and also quests to earn airdrops. Now, the cool thing about this is that any tokens that launch via this new platform are going to be immediately listed for trading on Binance, which usually is actually pretty bullish. And there are going to be rewards for this, with 8% of the token supply being dropped for MegaDrop token rewards. And in order to get a portion of that allocation, what you have to do is either lock up BNB tokens on the app or in the system here, or complete Web3 quests. However, BounceBit also has a platform where you could go every day, and collect points, and then you can stake or deposit different assets in order to earn additional points. So I staked a very small amount of Bitcoin on this platform just to start earning some points and participating in this airdrop campaign. So I'll leave links to all this stuff down below if you're interested in checking it out. I think it could be an interesting play. All right, next up, I've got a couple of different galaxy quests or free things that you can do. There's one for Mantra Chain, just a couple of points that you can collect by doing some social stuff. There's a new one for Mystico Network. Now this is another infrastructure play. It's calling itself the base layer of Web3. But it does have some pretty legit backers, and they have a Galaxy campaign on right now with 2 tasks that you can complete, which could result in an airdrop allocation. And then finally, there's this project Moonveil, which is a gaming project. And if you want to check this one out, they have a point system where you can rank up and qualify for an airdrop from this. They have social tasks in the regular tasks section. And if you go to the events, sometimes they have special additional ways that you can earn points. And on each quest or task, it shows you what rewards you actually get from completing it. So that is it for today's airdrop alpha. Hopefully you found this useful. As always, thanks so much for watching. Congrats to everyone that got allocations of Avail, and I'll see you tomorrow with another update. Have a great day.